When we look at stability of our atmosphere, we think about the atmosphere being positively buoyant, right? If it's positively buoyant, air will continue to rise. And so what that means is that the air inside a parcel is warmer than the air surrounding it. So I'm going to show a couple videos right now that should help us understand this concept. Okay, so let's see. So the first one that I'm going to show is actually from a little festival that occurs in Binghamton every summer in early August. I'm just going to turn down the sound there. So it's a hot air balloon festival where twice a day we launch hot air balloons, eat Sweeties, right, drink beer throughout the day. And what's happening in a hot air balloon, right, is that we are adding heat to this parcel, right, to this balloon. And as long as that balloon stays warmer than the air that's surrounding it, it is positively buoyant and will continue to rise, right? So when you want to land your balloon, right, you start to release some of that hot air, right, and cool the balloon so that it starts to sink, right? So the whole idea of a hot air balloon is to keep the inside, right, the air inside that parcel warmer than the surrounding air. So a lot of the hot air balloon pilot's license test is a lot of the fundamental concepts that you learn in meteorology related to temperature and pressure and stability. Paper sky lanterns are a similar principle as well, right? These lanterns, you light a fire in them, they're paper, they fill up, the heat fills up that balloon. And as long as it's positively buoyant, right, as long as it's warmer than the surrounding air, it will continue to rise. Now, these do present a bit of a challenge. If you see that there is a flame, so if there's any wind and it goes towards trees or items that are dry, there's a huge fire risk. And there also is a bit of a pollution aspect, right? Because that metal ring and other parts of it, we never actually recover. But they do look quite lovely when they go into the sky. And so what this all means for meteorology is that in our atmosphere, right, when we have clouds that are building, especially cumuliform clouds, which have our vertical motions, right, as the air at the surface warms and it's unstable, then the surrounding air, the clouds build. So this is a wonderful time-lapse video of some storms building. And let's see. And look here, especially, right? We see that the clouds have just built to form this amazing anvil shape that we see in strong thunderstorms. Right? So throughout the day, the cumulus clouds grow and grow and grow and grow. We have more and more vertical motion. We get more condensation occurring. We can fuel this large thunderstorm. Okay. So in our atmosphere, we think of stability as the difference between air and some parcel. So that's why I like to think of the balloon or the paper lantern compared to the air that's surrounding it, right? So we have to remember that our atmosphere, right, air that's rising will be cooling, but that's happening independently of the surrounding environmental air temperatures, okay? So we wanna look at what's the temperature of the air that's cooling in that parcel compared to the surrounding environment. And if that parcel is still warmer than its surrounding environment, it will continue to rise. If it's cooler, right, it's more dense and it will sink. All right, thanks. I hope this helped you with the concept of stability and being positively buoyant.